Outskirts of Pandemonium.
Malthael tried to keep me from entering Pandemonium. He is not ready to face me yet. Now, I must fight through these ancient battlefields, where angels and demons have battled for eons. At the heart of this realm lies the Pandemonium Fortress, and the Angel of Death.
This is even stranger than I expected. That's unusual.
There is a siege camp not far from here. Meet me there, and I will show you what must be done.
Among the most fearsome soldiers of hell. Having grown accustomed to the taste of war, they remained in Pandemonium long after the last siege of the fortress ended. Now, they
You will need to do better if you are to stand any chance.
Pandemonium is a vast, chaotic realm, and many demons remain scattered throughout it. In particular, the war-scarred Marauders were unwilling to return to the Hells, and they have taken to pillaging the remaining angelic outposts in the battlefield. They may not be the most powerful of their kind, but they are clever.
Patience is not one of my virtues, Nephilim. That is a siege room. Bring it with me. Do you see the battering ram below? That is the only way you can breach the fortress gates. But it is useless without the siege rooms that power it. You have one in your possession, but there are two more. You will find them on the battlefield below, imprisoned along with the demons that carried them. Once you have the runes, go to the ram. But know this, Nephilim. Even if you release Malthael from his madness, I will not thank you for it.
Your gratitude isn't needed, Imperius.
I suspect that the barbed lurker is part demon, for its appearance has an aspect far too sinister to occur naturally. It expels a noxious poison worthy of the hells, and from what I can tell, it will only feed feed on its own kind or the corpses of demons. One hopes it will never encounter a human. Not all of the hazards of Pandemonium lie above ground. The tunnelers roam just beneath the surface, breaking through to snatch prey in their enormous jaws. And my heroic friends ask why I wish to stay inside the fortress.
Time. Leave, you filth! Not ready yet. Feel my wrath! Need more time. Ready yet. Sweet revenge! Fear betrays you! I can't carry any more. I need to go back.
Thought on what you said, and you may have been right. Can't bear the thought of another friend's death.
The burden of spending a life alone is just as heavy, Adric.
I suppose so. When I was forced to admit my beliefs were wrong, I was lost. I was afraid I would always feel that way. But instead, a sense of calmness has come over me. I'm no longer at war with myself.
That is exactly what I wished for you, my friend. You were meant to know peace.
I could say the same of you. Despite all of this, I find myself with hope for the future.
A future with a certain beautiful blonde friend of ours, perhaps.
No! No, of course not. I do find her company stimulating. Yeah, I do enjoy her unique way of looking at things, but... I mean, no.
She doesn't know you as well as I do. You need to tell her you've left your vows behind.
What? Well, you know... I mean, she is quite interesting. So, yeah, I suppose so. Perhaps I should. Maybe. You, mentioned that I should speak with Irena. I don't think I can do that.
Oh, really? I'm sure Lyndon could talk to her all day.
What? That cad? Oh, she's already seen right through his lecherous ways. Surely he'd have no luck. Would he?
He can be very persuasive when necessary. But so can you. Talk to her, Cormac. Let us see who you truly are.
Irena? Was... Never mind. It was of no importance.
Cormac!
Yes. Well, Irena, I just wish to inform you that, I've left the Order. I'm no longer a Templar, nor bound by their rules.
What are you saying?
I would like it if... I mean, when this is over, would you consider, adventuring at my side?
Of course I would. I would be honored to fight alongside you. I've been as close to you as I did to my sisters.
Oh. Yes, of course. Sisters. Indeed.
Be swift, be silent. Leave me alone. I'm getting drunk, and no, I'm not sharing.
I don't want to share. I want you to talk to Haedric about that dagger, and get some answers.
I already have answers. The bloody thieves guild killed my brother.
You're making an assumption. That's dangerous.
Listening to you is dangerous.
We can't start to rebuild until we know that the one who caused this devastation is dead.
I will find him. I swear it.
I hope so.
May the battles never end. Thank you.
This was a fine city before the attack. I wish you could have seen it.
Cormac always wanted to bring me here.
You probably shouldn't bring that up with him.
A fine choice.
Happy to help. Linda left a dagger here earlier. I'm guessing you're behind that.
Perhaps. What can you tell me about it?
Let me look. It's well crafted for a Kingsport blade, and oh, the hilt seems to be hollow. Someone hid a note inside. Here, you should take it to Lyndon.
I joined a caravan of refugees heading to Bramwell, but we never made it there. Brigands slaughtered everyone. I ran into the forest and hid for days before I dared come out. How am I ever going to find my son?
Peter and Lara have been playing hide from the monster all day. Such imaginative children.
There are no children here.
I said they were hiding, didn't I?
I see death everywhere. Even when amongst the living, I see the specter of endless night. But you are different. Death's shadow surrounds you. It obscures all else.
I tried to leave the city today, but the gates are all closed. The guards won't let anyone in or out.
What are you going to do?
Stay here and hide, I guess. I am a coward.
Stop that! You're a good man.
The Zakarum Church always held an unhealthy sway in Westmarch, even after the ascension of rulers more interested in power than religion. When the true nature of the faith was finally exposed...
I've met a lot of these people before.
Dirges was possessed by an all-consuming rage. As Zai had stolen what was most valuable to Dirges, he would take from Zai all that he held dear.
Dirges murdered him?
Dirges took something much more dear than Zai's life. His joy. He killed everyone Zai had loved and held dear. Oh. Then he slew Lyria. Her light went out from the heavens. The seas wept, and the waves of their tears crashed upon the shore.
According to the records, King Rakus had a strong jaw, hair as black as night, while gleaming armor over his muscular... Sorry, what was I talking about? Every time Westmarch is invaded, a hero appears to save it. History is much easier to write with a strong protagonist. Rakus and his sons built much of Westmarch during their time. The ruins in the marshes outside the city may be their work too. Of course, whenever I ask the Crown for gold to further my excavations, there's always a more pressing matter at hand.
Fall not to corruption.
The people of Westmarch are starting to rebuild the city and bury their dead. Their strength is an inspiration. But there are children that witnessed their family being torn apart. Others climbed over piles of corpses to get to safety. What will they make of the world when they grow up? The city has scars that will linger for generations. Deckard Cain wrote much about the Pandemonium Fortress. He kept meticulous notes, drew sketches, and even made some maps. But nothing matches what is there now. The fortress has changed so much since Malthael took over.
What?
I welcome the chance to travel with you.
Let us seek honor together, my friend. This will aid me.
I need more time.
more! I need more hatred to do that. Still waiting. Feel my wrath. My wrath. Need more time.
Being in this place makes me appreciate our world even more.
You won't survive that!
Outskirts of Pandemonium, a lumbering giant with a gaping hollow at its core. Somehow, it can hide its body away, disguising itself as a mere portal. Those who pass through it are trapped in a distant world, never to be seen again.
Found many references to the beasts of Pandemonium in Kane's old writings. He journeyed there 20 years ago to help a band of heroes seal away the primevals, and his discoveries appear to have shaken him deeply. Sometimes he would stare outside the fortress walls and wing
not enough hatred.
Calling his name.
That was just a taste! I'm still waiting. My wrath. Not ready yet.
Need more time. My hatred is too low. I'm still waiting.
Bleed, you filth!
Not ready yet.
Is the Alpha and the Omega of the eternal conflict. It lies at the center of all things, linking the realms of heaven and hell. Long ago, when the angels were young, the aspect of wisdom found the eye of Anu here. He named it the World Stone, and all of heaven swore to protect it.
To be honest,